Uh, yeah. So what it is, it's daily go getimism. It's the daily go getimism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing. Taking off left lane, no coasting. Fast lane, baby. Fast lane. Yo, it's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, and we got something hot to talk to y'all about tonight. Tonight. How serious are you as a couple when you don't live together? How serious are you of a couple when you don't live together? Listen, this is Daily Go Get a Business Show, and we are here. And this is Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. And this is the day when we talk about strictly the love and the togetherness and all of the unity. We unify and we make sure that me and you is fly. And Sun 7-5, and we do this thing 7 o'clock live Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to rhyme, yo, bring it back, rewind, spin the block, yo, it's rock. What's going on, Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow, tearing it out. No doubt. And T Carry right down for the night. Always great to see you in my sights. No. So do y'all understand what I'm talking about, man? You know, a lot of people don't believe, or a lot of people don't think that you are a serious couple or you're serious about each other if you've been seeing each other, but y'all decide to live in two separate homes. A lot of people feel like if you're going to live in two separate homes, then y'all must be gearing up to do something else besides being together and go for self. But it's the daily go get up show. So let's rock, y'all. Y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hold on, let me break this down, man. Let me get this camera angle right. I'm up a little high. Let me break this down. Let me make it a little different. Let's make it now. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with it's your daily, the daily go get a business show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. Here it is, the 3rd of Sagittarius, the 3rd of the month of Christmas, December, all up in your area. Shout out to my baby cuz Jamal McIntyre, my man J Mac. He don't listen to the show, but he was an integral part of when I was doing comedy. You know, we used to have a room, the comedy room together, and he was down with a company that we had put together. So that's my man. This is his birthday today, and I love him to death. Resuscitate him and love him right back to life. So if I forget to, hit him up at the end, because y'all know I read right off the script of the birthdays. They all Facebook birthdays. So I wanted to make sure I get that in. But listen, tonight we are asking the question, how serious are you as a couple when you don't live together? A lot of people don't think that you are all that serious if y'all don't cohabitate. You should either be looking towards moving in together, or you should be looking towards a lot of people believe that you should either be looking towards living together, or you should be headed towards marriage. A lot of people don't believe in living together before they get married. A lot of people don't believe in getting married before you live together. You got to get that thing a little test run. Make sure that the car is right. Make sure that we are able to live with each other and be able to put up with each other and still have the love flourish. before we decide to, take each other's hand in holy matrimony. What say you? Do you think that a couple who has been seeing each other for years, if they don't live with each other, if they don't move in with each other, do you think that they're serious, or do you think that one or both of them are really just holding out until they find a better offer? You know how a lot of people say that, a lot of times people are together for years and they never get married. Next thing you know, let's say you or somebody that you know has been going with somebody for between 5 and 10 years, never got married. Then they meet somebody new and they get married within a year. Most people have that story to tell. It don't take a whole lot long to learn somebody. You know what they want. You can't front. So if they mess with you a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they don't marry you, it's because they don't survive in the same wilderness that you are in. It's a jungle out there, my friend. But when somebody don't wife you or hubby you first, then that means that they holding out for something, because your worst thing that ever came in their life was they just consider you a little bit boring. They still out whoring. Is that the case? What's going on, S. Cook? It's always a great look. Glad to see you here. That's why I'm never shook. And my girl, Stacy Yvette White. Yo, the D is up in this motherfucker right here tonight. And my big sis, Robbie Robin Ming, is always coming through like 8 years. And we swing. Love you, girl. What's going on? What's up, y'all? It's going to be all right tonight. We having balls. Okay. So what y'all say? What y'all say? What do y'all say? What do y'all think about this topic? Have y'all been a part of this thing? Have y'all been in long-term relationships where y'all never moved in with each other? Because that's what we're talking about tonight. We're not talking about when you actually did move in with each other, but you can compare that. You can compare a situation of when you did move in with each other to a time when you were serious or not able to be serious because you didn't move in with each other. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all, plenty of y'all are the type that has to move in. Like, why should we be paying bills separately? We can combine this thing and triple the G's. We could save a lot of money. We could go on vacation. We could stop this little struggling. We can make it, baby. We can make it, baby. What do y'all think? What do you think? Are you serious if you do not move in with a person? Is your relationship serious? And I'm talking about not if you've only been seeing each other for a few months, because there's some people who will not reach the 6th month of seeing somebody without moving them in. Shout out to certain places in the Midwest. I'm going to cite Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where going with somebody without living with them doesn't exist. Them chicks be moving niggas in. You meet them at the club this weekend, they living with you next weekend. It's pretty consistent too. The shit crazy. And when you hear the mentality behind the shit, it's even more staggering. What's going on, Rainbow Riders? Good to see me, some you. Is that Yo, that look. All right, wait. And Just Death, my brother Just. Rainbow Riders. You go by another name. Is that the Juice? I think is that the Juice? Emily Dunlap is in 2 places. So good to see you supporting. Yo. Yeah. Just Death, my miss. My man DJ Just Death is all up in the place. It's always good to see your face and taking up the space, and you're always coming through and making it right. Yo, glad you came through tonight. You know what I'm saying? All right? Are you serious? Are you serious with your significant other if y'all don't move in with each other? If y'all have no plans to move in with each other? Like if y'all do the we ain't moving in with each other thing, if y'all do the separate apartment, separate house, and all of that kind of thing, are you serious? Be honest. Even if you're not honest here, be honest with yourself in the back of your mind. Let me tell the truth. Some of y'all done live with almost every man that y'all ever had. And some of y'all dudes done live with every chick that y'all ever had. I think it's an interesting phenomenon how some dudes can just easily move in with a woman. I tell you the truth, I ain't gonna front. I don't understand this shit. I got a lot of shit. I got a house full of shit. And I can fill up a bigger house full of the shit that I got. So I'm like, in order for me to move in with a chick, I would have to give up everything that I have. I would have to put it in storage. I would have to, rent out the crib and all of that shit. I own my crib outright, no mortgage, no nothing. I've never paid rent in my life ever. I've never paid rent a day in my life ever. Not as a teenager, and I've been out of the house since I was 18. So not as a teen, not in my 20s, not in my 30s, 40s, and I'm 50. No, never. Shout out to people who pay rent. I'm just saying I never did it. So it's not something that I'm used to. But besides that point, there are other people out here who share the same kind of story I had. They've never paid rent. So I ain't say I never been in love though. Done that before. Done that a lot of times. Yeah. Done a lot of times. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. But the next woman might look at me like, shit, you ain't all that serious, huh? Last time you lived with somebody was like 2002. And we know how serious that was because we saw the evidence. We saw the evidence. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's going on, my brother? Yo, thanks for coming out. It's always good to see you here. That's why I give you a shout. That's my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your things. Cold Max and chill. So yeah. Now, what we're going to talk about tonight is some of the differences in ideology and some of the differences in, I broke this cup handle, man. I broke it and I didn't really realize it was broke. So I can't even find, I had I actually have 4 of these cups and I lost 2. I lost 3 of the tops. So I'm gonna have to be careful. That's a good motherfucker. But yeah, do you think that there's a difference in the disagreements that people who live together have versus people who don't live together? I'm going to give you some examples for y'all to think about. And I want y'all to be real. I'm going to need y'all to be real. Sometimes y'all don't be acting real, son. You know what I mean? You got to be real. In order to get down with this daily, go get him some shit. You know what I mean? Getting this conversation and be able to get down with the dialogue, you got to be real. Is you ready to be real? For example, when you live together, naturally, you're going to have differences in the way you're going to have differences and disagreements about the way that you want to live. Differences in the money that you make, what you do for a living, things like that, because it's going to come into play. Because when you live together, of course, financial situations make they're a little bit more serious. Like how much you make or don't make is going to affect this household, son. We got to make that rent. We got utilities to pay. We have revolving accounts. Plus, we may have children. We cohabitating. We may have children. We may have children together. We may have children separately. But we got children up in this house. And they have to be taken care of. And we also have to make sure that we're setting the right example. You cannot escape that fact when you live together, even though it seems like some people escape that fact. But you really can't run from it. It's going to be an issue. It's definitely going to come up in conversation somewhere along the way. when you come, go, lay, stay, pray, and all of that shit. It's going to come into play. Is that the same? Are we saying that your comings and goings, your whereabouts are not called into question when you don't live with each other? Are you saying that because we don't live together, my girl can't ask, how my day was, where, what I did, where I went, what's going on? What time I came home, what time I went to bed, what time I wake up? Does it mean she can't ask those questions? No, it doesn't mean that. But to some people, they would say, yeah, it does. No. I mean, you don't need to know all that. When you think about it, you might think like, yeah, it really shouldn't be that much of a factor if you all live with each other and y'all wasn't supposed to see each other that day. But then other people might say, why not? Just because we don't live together physically doesn't mean that we don't share in things spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Of course, I want to know where you are. How could I call myself your man? How could you call yourself your woman if you don't care about my whereabouts and I don't care about yours? If we live together, we definitely wouldn't be able to get out of that shit. What time you would come home, what time you go to work, come home from work, what you did in between is going to be called in because it's like, yo, I shouldn't be living with you and living alone at the same time, especially if our schedules aren't conflicting. You got to be to work at 7. I got to be to work at 8. 8:30, So listen to this. Listen to this. So, yeah, not living together may bring on some questions that people may be willing to answer, some questions that people may not be willing to answer. But they're disagreements. Do you consider the disagreements of people who don't live together to be more insignificant than the people who live together? Do people who don't live together get into petty arguments where people who do live together only get into significant arguments? Now, you know that people who live under the same roof get into petty arguments all the motherfucking time. You might be arguing like who lost the twisty ties on the bread. Fuck is wrong with you? And yo, why you gotta squeeze the toothpaste from the middle? Fuck is wrong with you? Yo, who stopped up the sink with they weave hair again? Fuck is wrong with you? Hey yo, who left the top lock unlocked? Yo, you know we live in a hood. Don't be living a top lock unlatched. What you think this is, a sitcom? You know how like on a sitcom, motherfuckers just bust in the door and shit. There ain't nobody, no doors are locked on sitcoms. Think about, remember Laverne and Shirley show? Remember Laverne and Shirley? It's Throwback Thursday, right? Like we can talk about some Laverne and Shirley. And Laverne and Shirley. Lenny and Squiggy would just bust in the door. Hello. Door slam all the way open. Who does that? That's how it is with you, ma. You leave a fucking door open and shit. Your people's coming over all the time and shit. You know what I mean? You giving out keys. You giving out keys in this motherfucker like they the super of the building. Like they the super of the building. The superintendent of the building. They don't live in this building. Those are some of the arguments you might have when you live together. When you don't live together, you could still get in those types of arguments because peak game. Just because you don't live together don't mean that you don't have keys to each other's houses. And it doesn't mean that you can't come and go as you please. It doesn't mean that. We might have keys to each other's places. We might have keys to each other's places. Hold on. TK Wright says, yikes. I don't believe in rushing into certain things. Cohabitation and marriage are two of those things. I hear you. Norris Hill says, what up, everyone? I've been listening for a few minutes now. Stop lying, my nigga. I ain't see you listening. If I don't see you listening, you ain't listening. You gotta have an ear check-in. Get your ear stamped. Get your ear stamped, son. Get your ear stamped. You see how big my ears are? You see that? That's a big ass ear. You know what I'm saying? The Lord could have made things go a whole different way if he wanted to. Things could have turned out a lot different for me. It could have. You see them shits? Ears all red and shit. It could have been different. What up, y'all? It's the daily. I can even hear better this way. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you don't have keys to each other's places. It doesn't mean that you can't come and go as you please. Doesn't necessarily mean that. You may be paying rent in different places, but you may still share spaces. I've known situations where even though the two people didn't live with each other, one person helped pay half of the other person's rent. I've seen it happen. You know, of course, the question comes in, why don't y'all move in together? Like, no, it's better this way, son. Trust me. They may have understood some things that maybe other people didn't understand. Of course, one person can judge it this way, the other person judges it another way. Thanks, Robbie. Man, you like this hoodie? That's what's up. This is the second time I wore the joint. Somebody told me it looked like somebody spilled coffee all over my shits. It's all good, though. Love is love. Love is love, baby. Norris Hill says, it's easy to move in if you're hobosexual. Hobosexual, that's like them homeless ass niggas that's always trying to live with somebody. Hobosexual, I ain't got no hoe. Robbie Mink says, we can still be serious and live apart. I need my space sometimes. We are going to talk about having some space, baby. Just give me a couple of minutes. We gonna heat up. You think we ain't when we will? You think we won't pay the bills? All right. Robbie Mink says, Norris, hobosexual. I just told you what it is. A hobosexual is somebody who ain't, don't got a real job, ain't got no real money, and ain't, and they half-ass homeless, couch surfing and all of that kind of shit. But they might be, they might be able to swing shit in the bed. He talked like a pimp a little. Listen to the things he said. I got a girl, I can't get with you, but I split you in half and laugh while I chill and laugh in my bubble bath. Because it's an actual fact that my cuts are burning. It feel good up in them guts and sluts are yearning. For my erection is warm and it forms just like affection. Not trying to get burnt by these bitches, so I wear protection. Not all the time. I'm saying like most of the time. You got to put your trust in somebody. Yo, the bitch was a dime. Anyway. So I'll say, okay, all right, hold up. Stacy says, the world would not think so. I don't know. Yo, Rob understood. Yeah, he's straight. Oh, no, it says, yeah, straight bumming. Word. It says, stop hanging your bra in the bathroom. Exactly. Living together problems, living together situations. What's going on, Cherry, Cinderella, day to day. Well, it's the woman day to day with Fade. Cinderella, day to day. Well, it's the woman day to day with Fade. What's going on day to day? Robbie Mink says, a guy that was my man wanted a key to my house. I said, give me a key to your house. He said, no. Well, I wasn't giving him a key to my door. Seems fair, but also sounds like y'all wasn't all that serious. But y'all couldn't exchange keys. Y'all couldn't exchange them keys. TK Wright says, too many stipulations out here. You can live apart and still be bonded by love. You can build with someone with being... Oh, you mean without being in the same house? See, it just says with being in the same house. I think it's supposed to say without being in the same house, but it just says with being in the same house. I think it probably should say without being in the same house because that would be more consistent to what you was writing, but it says with being in the same house. It says with being in the same. Okay, TK Wright says, Robin, what? He was bugging. Same time, man. Same time. All right, hold on. Over here. Rainbow Writer says, trust is a must. Harmony is key, regardless if you're living together or not. Regardless if you are living together or not, there has to be a level of consciousness and cognizance between the two. Good words. Consciousness and cognizance. She also says, learning each other's love language is a must. Communication is key, but comprehension is equally important. Word, son. All right, well, communication is when you send out a signal and receive a signal. You send, you receive, you send, you receive, you send, you receive. A lot of people think that communication is just getting shit off your chest. Like, I'm going to let you get your shit off, and then I'm going to get my shit off. That's not really communication. It's talking, but it's not necessarily communication. But even with communication, we are kind of talking about what other people view your situation as. Now, it's easy for us to say, or would be easy for us to say, well, I don't care. I don't care what they say about you. And John's around here, they talk that shit, but I ain't trying to hear none of it because they ain't legit. They brothers and sisters ain't got no damn cash, and they ain't paying none of my bills so they can kiss on my ass. I've heard that warning voice from Stanks and their relations. You can go on with that bullshit, cause I'm real on vacation. Hey man, fuck y'all ratchet ass niggas, man. Hey yo, for real, son. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit the like button. I need y'all to share this show. And I need y'all to subscribe to the channel if you ever subscribe to the channel. Yeah, this is the Daily Go Get It Business Show. I'm your host, Son752, aka Omar with the. And tonight we are talking about how serious are you as a couple when you don't live together? Some people think that you're not all that serious when you don't live together. What do you think? Bean coming through. Yeah, I mean, what's going on? Bean, it's always great to be seen. I'm glad you're on the scene. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you commenting. I'm glad that you up here. I'm glad that you came through. I'm glad that you down. I'm glad that you came around. Glad that we established. Hey, yo, she says, if we're in an established, maybe monogamous relationship, for me, it's important to know what's going on with each other. There should be nothing left to wonder about whether we live together or not. All right. Y'all got me ready. Woo! Y'all got me ready. All right. This is what we talking about. Because there are certain conversations that take place when you live together than when you don't live together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask y'all some scenarios about things that people who live together would definitely know about each other, that people who don't live with each other may not ever have come into question. For example, let's say, even though you love your baby, even though you in love with your boo, even though y'all closer than intercourse, it doesn't mean that you don't get tired of being up under somebody all the time. And it doesn't mean that the person that you're in love with and living with gives you the space that you may need sometimes. And it also doesn't mean that the person that you're living with gives you the type of communication that you need and the understanding. So you may be able to, some people are able to be in loving situations in the absence of some of the things that they may need personally. So, you know, like when you live together, you may take a day off from work just because you needed a personal mental health day. But if you don't tell the person that you're living with that you took that day off, and they find out that you took that day off and didn't say nothing, it's going to look a little shady. It's going to look a little shady. Like, hold on. You got to be to work at 8 o'clock. I got to be to work at 7 o'clock. So after I left at 6 o'clock, you would normally leave at 7 o'clock, but you stayed home. Are you sick? No, I ain't sick. Did you have something to do? No, I ain't got nothing to do. Well, why'd you stay home? Because sometimes the job be getting on my nerves. Plus, I've been a little bit stressed out. This COVID thing got me worried and shit. I'm just not feeling that good. I got people in my family that I'm worried about. Things just going on, and I just needed a day to decompress, baby. I just stayed home. You just stayed home, but you couldn't tell me you were staying home. No, I ain't want to tell nobody I was staying home. I just wanted to chill by myself. You may not be comfortable telling them, like, I knew if I told you that I was staying home today, then your ass was going to stay home too. And I knew that if your ass stayed home too, then I wasn't going to get the mental health day that I fucking needed, because you was either going to have me running around here, going to the store, going over here. I would have been doing more work at home with you than I did than I would have done if I went to work. So I ain't tell you that I was taking the day off. Now that's going to sound even more shady. So you saying you took a day off to get away from me. You needed a vacation from me. God damn. It's like that. See, that wouldn't necessarily be an issue if you didn't live together. You take a day off, don't nobody fucking know. However, the person that you're with might ask you, how was work today? You might not even tell them that you took the day off. Now, the question might be, tell them that you took the day off. Guess what? The reason that you might not have told them that you was taking the day off is because they might have wanted to take the day off too, and then they would have brought their ass over your crib or asked you to come over there and fucked up your mental health day. We need a mental health day. Yo, Lord, give me the strength. I can't take this shit from the 1st to the 10th. Yo, I need air to breathe. I need something I need a reprieve. I need a little break. I need a day of execution. I need somebody to come through with that solution. I can't deal with the problems in my life. Sometimes I'm trying to be a good wife. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you're trying to be a good husband. If you can. But sometimes we don't really know how to try. And sometimes some of y'all motherfuckers be too much time getting high. But that's the life that you lead. It's going to be all right one way or another. But see, the thing is, you got to answer questions when you're in a relationship. Now, some of y'all going to say, no, you ain't got to do that shit. Oh, yes, the fuck that you do. And if you don't answer the question, who you fucking with? Yo, nigga, use a piece of shit. But my name is Son752. Not that it matters. I'm just doing this shit right now. I want y'all to chatter. Yeah, listen. Y'all can call into the show, man. Totally uncensored show. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. Totally uncensored show. Express your passion in any form of fashion. It's the Daily Go Get It Mism show with the fuzz all on the baldy. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? It came from the hoodie. It came from the hoodie. It ain't ash or it ain't no. If you got baldy acne, your shit is, you know what I mean? Your shit just totally wrecked, son. You know what I mean? Look like I just got out of a down jacket and shit. All right, we good though. All righty then. Hold on. Let me see what you. Okay. Robin Ming says, Robin, my friend in 2016 gave me a key to his place. So if I needed or wanted to come in, and he wasn't there, I could. That's what's up. All right. That's what's up. Okay. Bean says, that's right. Take them beads off. Now I need to put my beads back on. Matter of fact, since y'all talking shit, put on another pair. All right. Bean says it's going to look shady whether you live together or not. If you need quiet alone time, just say so. If you love each other, you should understand. That sounds good, but everybody is not in a relationship where they give each other space or time or peace. Like I remember my man told me that his girl don't never let him sleep. He said whenever he home, she come up with shit for him to do all fucking day. He's running around constantly. All day. So you might have needed that break from your man, from your girl. A lot of times we in love with people who aren't toxic for us, but they just might be a little, they say opposites attract, but sometimes that opposite ain't the easiest thing to get past. Sometimes that opposite is the opposition. Sometimes. Boo-foo, boo-foo. Boo-foo, boo-foo. He says, you not. Next subject. All right, I'm going on to the next subject. This one right here. Good looking out, boo-foo, boo-foo. You know what I'm saying? You're going to keep me on my game. I'm going to the next subject. This one right here. The same one as before. I'm going to the next subject. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. I said I'm going to the next subject of what you're talking about. I ain't going nowhere. I'm out. Next subject. Next topic. I ain't going nowhere. Nobody can stop it. It's all good. It's all love. It's all one. It's all what? It's all everything is all right. All right. Okay. Robbie Mink says, with my relationships, we would see each other on weekends because both of us worked at different hours. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's when you're living together and y'all have different, y'all work on different shift schedules. Like you may work, let's say you work in the morning shift and they work second shift. So a lot of times when they get home from work, like 11, 12, 1 in the morning, you already sleep because you got to get up early in the morning. So you're not going to see the person that you with a whole lot when y'all work those kind of shifts. You might see each other more if one person worked first shift and the other person worked third shift. Because at least y'all are home most of the time with each other. Like, even though all of the time that let's say you work from 11 to 7:30. I work that shift, so we talk about it. 11 to 7:30, and they work from 7:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock. Well, you're going to be home when they get home from work, and you're not leaving home till maybe 10:30. So y'all will have some time at home together and the weekends. Whereas that swing shift, if you first shift and they second shift, they'll be there when you come home. But when you when you go to work, they'll be home. But when they go to work, when you come home from work, they'll probably be at work already. And when they get home from work, you're going to be asleep more than likely if you work early enough in the morning. Yeah, Robin Thick is in reporting. Yeah. Well. I said, well. I'll be damned. I might as well tell you who I am. What's going on, Rob? It's good to see me, some you. Thanks for coming on through. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what's up. Yeah. Good shit. Good shit. Thick is in reporting, no doubt. No diggity doubt. Word up. But yeah. Okay. Um Robbie Mink says, but when we was apart, we talked every night. See, if y'all was living together, y'all would talk. But would all of the talks be good? Probably not. But what y'all would have as y'all saving grace was the fact that y'all lived with each other. So that might be a redeeming quality between the two of y'all. It would be something that y'all could agree on. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Y'all know. I'm in Facebook jail right now. I can't share the show, so I'm gonna need y'all to do me that solid. Make sure y'all share the show, man. Make sure. Bean says communication and scheduling time might be necessary if you have different work scenarios and require alone or downtime. I don't see why two people can't be honest enough with each other to speak your needs. Well, I don't see why two people can't be honest enough to tell each other their needs either. But I do see why people can't be honest enough to respect each other's needs. You might be okay. It's the same way as when you're dealing with somebody who is insanely jealous. Some people look at it like, yo, this is a pain in the ass. You always checking behind me. You always, sniffing at my ass. You always being suspicious. And for other people, they don't look at it that way. Some people look at it like, well, it's just like, you showing me attention. Look, he or she wants to make sure that nobody else gets a chance to ever put their hands on me. They can't talk to me because they hold me down. They can't be with me. Why? Because I'm with them now. Can't ever come around. They can't be down. Ain't nobody else going to be brown. This is mine. This is mine. I'm theirs. And we share everything around here. Yeah. Robin says, it depends on the person. And it does. It definitely depends on the person. But that's the whole point, though. It depends on a person, and people like different things about each other. But when it's a situation, that you're trying to evaluate, like we're trying to evaluate if people who don't live with each other can be as serious as people who live with each other. And that's taken into consideration that not everybody who lives with each other is super serious. So it would only make sense that people who don't live with each other could be just as serious as people who live with each other. But from the perspective of other people who we could always say they don't have no business judging me unless they Sun 752. Because when you Sun 752, you get your judge on where whatever I say, go. You know what I mean? Order in this mother. See, I'm gonna need y'all to listen because a lot of time y'all. Yeah, I don't approve of the dynamics of y'all relationship. Y'all acting like y'all just playing. I mean, on some serious shit. If a man and a woman really love each other, then there shouldn't be nothing in the world that they can't do. And if they got kids, that adds extra seasoning in the pot. You got to make sure that the vegetables. But the bottom line is whether you live with somebody or whether you don't live with somebody, if you're serious about them, you love them to death, you resuscitate them and love them right back to life, then that's what really. But not everybody's going to look at it that way. I mean, some people only see through the eyes of their own perspective and their own experience and their culture. But it's easy to say. It's easy to say that only God can judge me now. Only God can judge me now. But motherfuckers, the only people who say that only God can judge me now are people who don't know how to explain themselves or they're guilty as. Grits and wavy and grits. Yo, you come through looking good. Yo, you the shit, and that's my word. Thanks for coming on through. Oh, I see the question that you're asking me. Let me talk to you. Well, I'm in Facebook jail for some bullshit. They said that I said something that wasn't legit. I said that when a woman eats off a man's plate at a restaurant that they ate at, and she be eating off his shit like she don't have her own shit. What's up with that shit? Well, I said, I heard it was a bonding thing. And I also heard they like to share that thing. And I also know that women be greedy and they be eating off a nigga's place. And you see me, I only ordered this steak. You ordered this shit. Yo, you had the lobster and shrimp. You got this shit. But you still eating off my steak. Talk about you cutting that shit up for me. And you ate half of that motherfucker. Yeah, I said that, and that's really what I said. I said there was a meme of a man and a woman in a restaurant eating dinner together, and the woman was eating off the man's plate. And it said, why do women, the caption said, why do women do this? And I said, from what I understand, it's a bonding thing. It's a sharing and bonding thing. Plus, women are greedy, which is true. You know, women greedy as shit. Always snacking on shit, eating shit. And when y'all go to restaurants with men, y'all eat off their plate. Not all women do it, but a lot of y'all do. And it's not necessarily just because you greedy. Y'all be wanting to taste how his shit tastes. Let me see. I mean, it might have been some shit that you were scared to order. He ordered the shit, so you like, oh yeah, baby. Let me just have a little bit. And they said that violated community standards or hate speech. Saying that women are greedy was hate speech. I'm like, the fucked up part about that shit is, if I would have said all women are bitches or hoes or whatever, they wouldn't have banged me. And I know it because I've seen people write that shit. So you can express your anger, but you can't express something that might have some factual information on it. Robin says, if they're in it to win it, are you executioner too? Yeah, judge, jury. I ain't the jury. I'm just the judge. I'll be judging niggas. Yeah, I used to back away from that. Like, I don't judge people. Yes, I do. I judge motherfuckers. I mean, you don't like being judged? Stay out of my court. You come in my court, I'm throwing the book at your ass. But it's all love, baby. It's all love. But, you know, on some real shit, I believe that a man and a woman who don't live together can have just as much of a love and can be just as close as a man and a woman who do live together. A lot of times people who live together are really living emotionally apart. And that's not a good look. You know, when you come home from a hard day's work and you hit the door, and before you go in the door, you got to be like, because you know you're not going to be able to do that when you get on the other side of that door. It's not that you don't love your boo. It ain't that they don't love you too. But y'all not on the same page for whatever reason. And your home has become a place of, instead of being a place of love and a place that you run to in order to escape from the world, it has become a place that makes you feel trapped in the world. A world of them. A world of them. Robbie makes sense. Oh, by the way, what's up, Grits and Wavy? Thanks for coming through. Emily, my man. Oh, Robbie Mink says that, Emily, my man wanted me to stay home from work with him. He paid me double of what I made that day. Tell your supervisor that you're leaving early today. It's our anniversary. It's our anniversary. All right. Today is a special day, not just any day, because you can't have anything you want your way. Tell your supervisor you're leaving early today. Okay. All right. Yeah. Emily says, I know Robin wasn't worried about the money because I knew he got me. Shit. I mean, y'all talking about y'all man paid y'all or whatever, took up the slack of the pay of y'all taking a day off. Shit, niggas nowadays be like, don't you got no vacation time?
90 seconds.
Yeah, you already getting paid. You use one of them vacations. You ain't got no personal days? You got no personal days? Emily says, Emily, I was a workaholic. I wanted to go to work. He was clingy. He would pick me up from work every day and wanted me to stay over his house. I wanted to go home my work nights. You see?
60 seconds.
You see? Now, they wasn't living together. Y'all wasn't living together, Rob, but you see, it was the same level. It was the same level. It was the same level. It was the same level of love, admiration, and really, you know, being smothered as if y'all did live together, right? From what you wrote. Emily says, I was a workaholic as well, and I was off 3 or 4 days at a time weekly. So all he had to do was wait 2 days. If you was a workaholic, how was you off 3 to 4 days a week?
10 seconds.
That don't sound like no workaholic. Shoot, an alcoholic don't take no 3 or 4 days off from drinking. I ain't never heard of a workaholic taking 3 or 4 days off. I think you was just a worker. I don't know about this holic thing. You might wasn't no workaholic. I think he was just a worker. A worker. But it's all love, though. Yeah, shit is. Yeah, shine love. I don't know if he was a workaholic, though. Emily says 12-hour shifts. Work 3 days. 3 days off. You may be right, yeah. Because nurses work a 12-hour shift. They work 3 days in a row and be off 4. That ain't no workaholic schedule. Workaholics I know do doubles a day. They overtime-aholics. Addicted to OT in a whole different tax bracket. So much OT, that should be canceling itself out. You hustling backwards with that much OT. How you gonna work 40 hours a week, but you got 50 hours of OT on one check? Shout out to all y'all workaholics out there. You doing what y'all do. Love and love. You said, didn't I give you credit already? But you know I like to push the envelope. I don't want you to feel like I'm being easy on you because that ain't no fun. You know what I mean? I got to press the envelope. Push the envelope. Order, niggas. Order in the coat. I wanted to talk to y'all about something else before. I wanted to give y'all another example before we got them up out of here. Health information. One of the things one of the things that may get lost in people who don't live with each other, that people who do live with each other will think that you should live with each other might lose is health information. When you don't live with somebody, are you as concerned with their health situation as when you do live with each other? And of course, we kind of know the short answer. It's like, yeah, I don't want my boo to be all sick and tired and running herself down. But you know, when you live together, your health situation is a big fucking deal. For example, here we are in this COVID situation. We in the COVID era. If we live apart, if I get the COVID, there's a greater likelihood that I wouldn't give it to you because we are separated in the home. If we live together, this COVID situation, we would have to really, really look out for each other and be careful with who we dealt with. Because if you get it, you're going to bring it home to me. I ain't got nowhere to run. Same thing as if I get it, I'm bringing it home to you. Of course, not on purpose, but it becomes a health issue for both of us. But there might be other health concerns that you may share with the person that you're living with that you might not share with somebody that you're not living with. For example, when you don't live with each other every night, when you don't live with each other, you don't sleep with each other every night. And you know, you can learn a lot about a person when you hear them sleep or by sleeping with them. You know if they snore loud as shit. You know if they have breathing issues. You know if they have like sleep apnea. You know if they talk to themselves. You can tell if they have if they suffer from like PTSD. You know if they talk to themselves. You know if they suck their thumb. You know a whole lot of things that people who don't live with each other can hide. Even if y'all don't live with each other, but y'all spend the night with each other often. Those might be the nights you don't get any sleep because you're too busy fronting and lying and deceiving about the way that you sleep or your sleeping habits or your living habits. You figure I can do this for a whole weekend. No biggie. You're not going to be able to do that when you live under the same roof. So somebody who lives under the same roof as you going to know if you probably suffering from lung issues related to your cardiovascular system. If you are long or short-winded, if you get tired easily, or if there's blood in your stool when you go to the bathroom, shit like that. It's going to be much harder for you to hide those things from some people who you're living in the same house with, but you could easily hide those things from somebody that you don't live with. Now, the question is, will you share that information? Will you find it necessary to share that information? What you know? Robin says, if you're not married, finances are still separated. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, Rob. Like earlier in the show, we was talking about how sometimes when you are living apart, like I've known people who were paying rent or mortgages in separate places, but one person still paid half of their shit for wherever they lived at. Not only that, like a man might be paying a woman's bills straight up and down. You know what I mean? Women always complaining about how men nowadays don't want to hold you down, or they always talking about how they would never be with a man that didn't help them out financially. So just because you don't live together doesn't necessarily mean that the finances are totally separate. Cherry says, I love living with the men I deal with. But now the single life is crazy. I wonder what you mean by single life is crazy. Single life is crazy. Emily says, yes, you are just as concerned. That's my concern with people. Just out visiting, then want me to visit him. No, I'm good for now. Them, not him. Okay. Bean says, hell yeah. Need to know. Accountability. Yeah. What you mean accountability? What that mean? What that mean? Like you need to see, like if we live together, I can look at the nigga drawers when I go to do the laundry and make sure there ain't no suspicious stains in that motherfucker. Let me make sure this nigga ain't burning. Let me make sure this nigga ain't Or if you a dude like pussy be wet, but it ain't this wet all the time. These panties ain't right, man. These panties ain't right. Let me find out. And that's real shit too. You can tell a lot about a person when you look at their drawers. See if they wipe good. But you can find out a lot about that even if you don't live with it with people. You can find out. You can find out. Shout out to it's Throwback Thursday, right? Picture it. 1987. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, we met in 87. But I think this was 88. This was the beginning of 88. It was. I'm over Shorty's house. She lived up in Mount Airy. So she was light-skinned. Shout out to all the dark-skinned chicks that live in Mount Airy. But this one was very red bone. Very, very red bone. And went over crib. And, we came over there, smut all crazy and all that shit. And the mom went home. And she was a stone cold freak. And I remember she stole my drawers. Yeah, here I am 17 years old. I ain't even 18 yet. This is in the beginning of 1988. I don't turn 18 until August. So I was like, yo, Shorty, where my drawers at? She was like, drawers? What drawers? Did you have drawers on when you came over here? I was like, yo, where my drawers at? I gotta go home. I got the drawers. She's like, oh my, I ain't seen no drawers. And she had the look on her face like, yeah, I got your drawers, but guess what? I got your drawers. And you're not getting back. I need something from you. Who knows what she did with my drawers? My young 17-year-old drawers. Who knows? Who knows that my whole life's path hadn't been changed because she did something with the DNA in my drawers? Who knows? Ever since 87, I've wondered about that. Whenever I got in trouble, whenever I was in danger, I was like, how do I know she didn't voodoo draws me? Voodoo draws. Sherry says, I love waking up to the same person every day. When I say single life is crazy, some people feel like moving in together is too much. Feel the other part of that. Some men can't move in other obligations. Oh, you mean like they married or they already living with somebody or they got somebody? Yeah, it happens. But sometimes it's the same thing with women. And like men ain't the only ones who got some extra shit going on. Cherry says, uptown stand up. Yeah. She lived all the way up Wadsworth. Oh, I'm talking about, remember Temple before the compound moved up there? And by the compound, I mean E9 Tabernacle Church, the mega church. When the mega church wasn't there and it was Temple Field. She lived around there. Around there. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm saying shout out to Cedarbrook Ave. Yeah. She lived around there. She was a fly chick too. All right. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. Let's get on up out of here. Do these birthday shout outs. Let's get on up out of here. Yeah. Do these birthday shout outs. And then we gonna move forward, y'all. Word. Forward. We gonna move it on and come through. All right. That was, I hope this thing do it right. Come on, man. Come on, man. It did it right. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Come on. I'm screaming victory like it already happened, and it didn't. It did. Wait. Oh, yeah, we good. All right, so we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 3rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A. They get R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A. They get R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They go R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A. They are S-P-E-C-I-A. They get R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, going all the way back to the 1991 of summer. Another get down. My girl, Penn State and proud, Adia Brown. Brown. What up, Adia? Good to see you, ma. You know what I'm saying? Good to see me some you and Christine Smith turning 56 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Christine. And Nicole Nappy Nikki Carter. Happy birthday to you, Miss Carter. And DMC, not DMC as in Run DMC, DEEEMMCEE in the place to be. And Tanya Sims, go get her. Tanya Sims turning 51 years old today, the 1969 baby. And my man, Mark Kenny. Mark Kenny, what up, my brother? You know what I mean? Happy birthday to you, my bro. And Karen Lennox, go get a KL. Karen Lennox turned in the big 6-0. The big 6-0. Happy birthday to you, Karen. And that's the black Karen, not the other Karen. Word up. And what up, Stone? What up, my G? Robert says something is wrong with you. Word up. Man, Michelle Perry turning 61 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Shelly Shell. And Christine Epperson. Christine Epperson turning 52 years old today. And yeah, you know what I mean? Hailing from the Milltown. And Vivian Gleaves Tomo Vert. Yeah, I mean, that was my boys. That was his mom, is his mom. I mean, this is a very nice lady. And last but certainly not least, my girl, since all the way back to the 1986, this is the number one pick. And it was my prom date, too. This is my girl right here, Shonda Blake. Chan Blake is all up in that house. Happy birthday to you, Shonda. You're the number one. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious December 3rd. Oh, my cousin. See, I told you I was going to forget him. My cousin, Jamal McIntyre, happy birthday to you. Anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally, all of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on into the damn, rock out, rock on into the damn, rock out and do the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen, man, you know, people may say that you're not serious because you don't live together, but they don't live with you. They don't know. They ain't paying none of your bills. They ain't paying none of your bills. Yo, at the end of the day, them niggas ain't paying none of your bills. But love is love, though. And shanana. You know, people going to have a whole lot to say about how serious you are and where you're going with someone and what the future holds and what the predictions and the picks for whatever you have going on may be. But just like people say, the Lord knows my heart. Well, guess what? Your significant other should know your heart too. And when two people know each other's heart and they respect what's going on with the heartbeat that comes on, a beat, y'all, a beat, y'all, turn it out, y'all, it's on. Well, then you can basically do anything that you want to. Shout out to people who are sharing living space together, the happy ones, the good ones, the ones that understand and that care about each other to the point where they are able to give each other the space, time, love, and affection that they require. Shout out to all of the couples out there who are practicing that black love, that beautiful thing, that thing of beauty that shines like no other. It's the darkest thing that shines. Black love, the darkest thing that shines in the world. Black love, it's the darkest shine in the world. It's the shiniest dark thing. The darkest thing that shines. It's the shiniest dark thing. It's the darkest thing that shines. Hold on. Black love, dark thing that shines. I said a black love, dark things that shine. I said a black love, darkest thing that shines. Yo, this concept we get behind it is the dark love. Black thing that shines is the black love. Darkest thing that shines is the black love. Darkest thing that shines is the best thing in the whole world that you can find. Black love, baby. Even when it's light skin, black love, baby. Even when it's getting black love, baby. Yo, it's not a sin. Black love, make sure it's beginning to the end. We be back tomorrow night. I want to thank y'all for putting up with my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all come through every night, rock out with me, show love. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all rocking out with the God. And I appreciate me some y'all. DMV home girl. DMV homes girl. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. We be back right back here, right back at y'all tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So love is love, baby. So let me get Blog Talk on up out of here. I'm getting with y'all. You know what I mean? Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts, baby. Actual facts.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all hit them likes and make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And I get back, y'all. Love. Let me get Instagram out here. Peace to y'all. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Mucho. Y'all just don't know. Word. And my YouTubers. My YouTubers. I'll give it to y'all later, man. See y'all tomorrow, 7 o'clock. All right. Peace. Love.